Everybody, we are back. It is Taped Onlie's favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. Also make sure you hit up homage. Boom. Hit up Homage, use this QR code to get you the cool Mendoza shirt. We're giving the Mendoza shirts here from Homage, 15% off. Like I said, it goes to the channel. Support the channel that way, guys. So, like we said, we appreciate all the support you guys have been giving us through draft and this off season. So we are going to keep going for you guys. So make sure you support the channel. Also hit up the Taped Online store. Maybe get your hat. I got a new white hat up there. I got a white version of it. Yeah, so check that out. Got a new white hat. That was asked about a lot, so I'll make sure I get that in there. But gotcha. We're good. All right, man.
As a sweaty person, I'm not a white hat guy. They turn into yellow real quick.
Yeah, it's for special occasions. Yeah. All right. Today we're doing the start of day 3. Right, there's a lot of day 3 picks. We already had 10 picks, so I mean, it kept it even for me and Matt this time. I think last year was like 11, so we had to
we had to draw straws. We had 11, and like 7 of them were offensive guys. I think this one it was 6 and 4 to favor the defense at least, but yeah, at least a little bit more even than last year. We had to fight over who was going to do the last breakdown.
Yeah, definitely. Next show is a defensive show because we did just
that's it. Oh no, Benson. I keep forgetting about Benson, but yeah,
and Cleveland. Man, you got Brennan Cleveland too.
Yeah, I remember out Cleveland, but for whatever reason, the Benson pick just doesn't exist in my brain. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's not a lot of buzz about it.
Yeah,
I like this film though.
He's a good player. It's just for whatever reason, like when I think of the draft, he just doesn't come to mind. Which again, when we have 10 picks, not all of them are gonna be right in the forefront.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing else really happened in Raiders news. We're in dead season before OTAs here that should be coming up pretty soon because the Raiders are a rookie coach team, so they should have OTAs here pretty soon. I don't know what's the exact
date. The 18th, does that sound right?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The 18th, we finally get some action, right? Some Mendoza action. Mendoza versus Cousins starts. The battle starts on the 18th for us, and the guard battle. Who's at guard? We're gonna figure out all that good stuff. Pretty soon here. But today we're doing Mike Washington and Jamon McCoy. Both Jamon McCoy is of course the pick that surprised us, but it was a pleasant surprise for us to get Jamon McCoy, a corner that has top 10 ability, and you get him in the 4th round, and you just gotta hope he's healthy. Yeah, you hope he's not Jason Verrett. And that's basically what you got to hope for in this. And we're doing Mike Washington, who I really like his overall game. And I think is going to make a nice 1-2 punch. It kind of tells me they're going to run the ball a lot. So what are your thoughts on McCoy, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we have the opportunity to do this breakdown because what I'm about to say kind of means nothing. And unless you have something to visually see it. But when you watch Jamon McCoy play, he just looks like a 1st-round corner. The way he moves, the way he runs, the way he's just the way he moves, the way he can run, and how smooth his hips are, and just basically everything about his game, from his route recognition, from a standpoint, he's elite in press man coverage. That's I think kind of where he's at his best. He's not someone who's gonna be super physical and jam guys at the line, but he definitely is a guy that wants to make the receiver declare right away, and he has fluid hips where, for the most part, he can turn open and whatnot, and be defend against a lot of those quick releases and press. The one thing I will say is against some of those faster receivers, some of the smaller guys, he can get beat on a few inside releases, and he is a little quick to open the gate. Not terribly, but he can be he can't get caught in that. I have one example against freshman Ryan Williams who got him. But basically the tape just lives up to the hype. It's just, what's the knee look like? And then on top of that, does he look the same after the torn ACL, which I'm not as concerned about because he tore up his pro day and put up some insane numbers, especially being, only 13 months removed from the torn ACL.
Yeah.
But on top of that, then too, if he does need the second surgery, do those movement skills transfer over, and are they still there? So obviously that's kind of the big mystery, but I'll tell you what, man, his tape was a lot of fun to watch because you watch it and you see like this guy was getting like CB1 hype. Like I watched him on Sword Delane a lot too, and I think Delane, all things considered, was the best cornerback in the league in the draft.
Yeah.
But Jamon McCoy, I mean, again, tape for tape, like it's up there.
Yeah.
Like it is legitimately like elite tape, and like you understand the hype. My biggest knock on him, besides like the stuff in press that I was talking about a little bit, with him being a little bit too quick to open his hips, is in zone coverage. Like he has good route recognition, but I think like when it comes to like pattern matching and passing stuff off and like picking other stuff up, like he can be a little bit late. So I like his route recognition. But like when it comes to like a decision tree, like a pattern matching, where it's like, all right, if I take this guy, if he's less than 10 yards, or if he's more than 10 yards, or whatnot, or vice versa, if he releases inside outside, and that changes my coverage assignment, he struggles with that one a little bit more, and he like just takes a second to recognize it. And like Ohio State in that playoff game, you could tell they were targeting that early on. Like they put like a couple like switch releases. They hit a big play to Travion Henderson, where like they were in man, and like you could tell like the linebacker was expecting him to pass off and pick up Henderson, and he didn't. They hit it for an explosive play. So that's probably my biggest knock or biggest concern on him, is like, is he kind of specific into a man coverage system, or can he eventually start picking that up and improving in that area to when he's pattern matching, to one, recognize the route, which again, we already know he has that part of it, and then two, be able to make the decision and kind of comprehend that and keep his mental processing up. But the good part is he has half the equation. It's just a matter of getting the other stuff on board too. So, and who knows, maybe he would have gotten better if we would have saw that this past season, but obviously that didn't come to light with the knee injury. So, I mean, that'd probably be on the field. That's my biggest concern with him. And then the rest of it, just, is he the same athlete after the knee issues?
Yeah, and that's the thing with McCoy, too, is I really feel like that it was a pick that just took the best player available, right? I mean,
yeah,
didn't really think about the scheme fit. They just saw the talent. The talent is the talent, right? You're taking a chance on it in the 4th round, and you could just see what he could do, because I don't know how much man this team's going to play, right? I mean, if you're going to play Eric Stokes, I mean, I hope you're not playing man. I mean, much power to you. Good luck, but I really hope that you were playing zone this year if you're doing that. So if they're going to go that route, I mean, he's got to get he's got to get better at playing zone, and that makes it an interesting fit. But you have to take that player.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
If you got to get the medicals, man, you got to do it.
Yeah, and to be clear, like he makes plays in zone. Like we're going to see one that's a great read in cover 2 where he ends up getting a pick off of it. Yeah. It's just when he gets into that mode of like, I have more coverage rules versus just covering like an area or covering like a man. It's kind of where what I noticed that's the biggest thing. And it wasn't like every time, but there were a handful of times, enough that again, another team noticed it and started picking on that part of his game.
Yeah. All right. So Mike Washington Jr. is who I'm doing, which, I think Washington is a downhill runner. I mean, I'll just go there. That's what he is. He's a downhill guy, right? You can talk about whether he's a scheme fit or if he can run outside zone. He can do it, right? But what he does best is inside zone, pulling guards, those type of things, pin pull sweeps, those things, everything where you keep him going downhill, right? And I think he reads it a whole lot better when he's downhill. He doesn't think as much. And, I'm going to go over some examples of him running outside zone. The most he did was with the Mississippi State. But you still see some elements of him kind of being indecisive and kind of just trying to, really not taking that cut back or when he needs to do that, so that there is some instances there that kind of show up that kind of tell you that he's more of a downhill guy. But, one thing that I noticed at Senior Bowl, and I think when you go to the Senior Bowl and you go look back at the tape, is that what he did in the one-on-ones in both blocking and catching the football, they come out on film. It's something that people don't talk about a lot. I think he has really good hands, right? Yeah. Can he run routes and do things like that? I don't know. He has really good hands. So he can, I'm sure some catches that he's going to make, and you can kind of get him out in space a little bit. You can kind of do some designs where you're just getting him out in space and just let him run. But the main thing wrong with Mike Washington is that he fumbles. And I made sure to get one
the last 2 years.
Yeah, I made sure to get one of those fumbles. I'm going to kind of show you why. he has a problem just having two hands on the football sometimes, right? When you need to, especially if you're gonna be that guy who likes to, you're not a wiggle guy. You're like you're the guy who's like, hey, I'm running really fast and I'm 223 pounds. Come tackle me. You know, if you're not covering the football when you're doing that, you're gonna fumble, and that's really what his biggest issue. He fumbles, and might pop up. It might pop up on us. But it all just depends on how they design the run game with him. I think Kubiak's smart though. I mean, I think Kubiak should keep him going downhill. I don't think he's going to be too crazy with it when he gets in there, but we'll see. But he's got to mix it up, right? So he can do it. You see on film, but like what's best is straight downhill.
Yeah. See, I feel like I had a little bit different of a takeaway from when I watched Mike Washington the last couple of days, because I definitely feel like there was a lot of like plays where they ran like those like little pin and pull concepts where they had his shoulders point like parallel with the line of scrimmage, and he was able to make like one cut. That I was pretty impressed with. And one of the biggest things I took away, and I mean, you said this too, like, I was impressed. I came away very impressed with his vision. I wasn't expecting much.
Yeah.
But like especially on the inside zone concepts, like for sure, like he actually did a pretty damn good job of like setting up blocks. Like that's, I think, one of his best traits, especially on the second and third levels where like you get him out in space. Like he sets up second level blocks really well for his offensive linemen and makes their job easier. And I think he does that a little bit on the inside zone concepts too. And then he can find cutback lanes. Like he had one, it was actually ISO, but he basically turned it into inside zone where like he just got the linebacker to over pursue and like basically just made the guard right, who was like a little bit ahead of his skis and like got beat by the linebacker, and then turned it into like a 30-yard run. So I think that's one of the things that really got me excited is like, I think he has a lot better vision than he thought. Yeah. The other thing I disagree with you on, I did think he was pretty bad pass pro in the few games I watched. Yeah. Like I went back, I saw the clip you posted and you posted the game from Auburn. I'm like, I went back and I saw like that was his like highest rated game in pass pro and PFF. And I looked at the ones I did and I swear I didn't pick this. I was just basing it off his rushing. And I found like two out of his like worst games were like, he looked straight up lost out there. And like, he wasn't aggressive. Like it was bad. Like, and I saw the clip you posted. I'm like, the fuck was this guy? Like
that was 4 different games, bro.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm shocked that we had a little bit different. Did you watch Texas A&M and Tennessee? I think that was the 2.
Oh yeah, no. See, I didn't watch the pass blocking. I watched those games earlier in like the draft process, but I wasn't really watching his pass blocking that deep. Because Glenn said that too, and I was thinking like, man, the games I watched was great. I watched, and I was like, and I had to go make sure. So I went to different games, like Notre Dame. Like, oh, this is a good block. So maybe he got better. I don't know. Maybe he got better through the year because
Notre Dame was like mid-season. I think for them. The games I watched were after
I don't
that.
know,
yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
I don't know. So that's super interesting, you know. But like it's there, like where it looks good sometimes, and you know sometimes running backs aren't going to be perfect.
Consistency issue, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's there, right? But he can catch the football, so that's kind of funny. Because I did watch Tennessee in those games like early in the year, and I wasn't really get into his pass blocking too much, but.
Yeah, Texas A&M was real bad. 3 pressures. I mean, 13 pass blocks, but 3 pressures that he ended up giving up. That's a lot for a back.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, let's do some Jamon McCoy first. Let's check out McCoy.
All right, I'm going to start out with a couple of clips from Jamon McCoy as a run defender. To preface this, I don't think he's a guy that's going to like go out of his way to be like to get involved in the run fits. But what I do like about his game is like you'll see on this clip, when teams run at him, he can get the job done and he'll step up. He's just not like overly physical. Like you can see on this one, they're very clearly targeting him with the fullback lead blocking.
Yeah.
Like he just makes that fullback miss and then ends up getting a TFL on this one. So again, I think when he has to, like he's going to step up and he can be a good run defender. It's just, he's not like someone who's going to be, he's not like D'Angelo Pons who's going to be coming in screaming with his hair on fire, making a bunch of plays against the run. But when the time calls for it, he can step up and do it. So it also gives me a little bit more hope that he can be a little bit better with in the NFL at doing it. Like this one again, same kind of thing. Like they run at him and he ends up making the play on Diego Pavia here. The one thing I will say is he does over pursue to the inside a little bit, and that's why. And then he has to play catch up, and he ends up getting flagged for the horse collar tackle here. So again, not a great rep on this one, but what I do like is just the willingness to get involved and provide some run support. But yeah, show you guys a couple of clips to get a little bit of an idea. Now, this first one, I'm gonna go over a few of the negatives. This is the
Yeah.
first one I was talking about with against Ryan Williams, where
Mhm.
he'll get caught with this a few times, where he just opens the gate a little too early. Like this is a pretty good press release. Then again, from Williams, where he gets that hard outside release with that jab step, and like you can see, McCoy's in a bad spot already with this one, especially since he's not like super physical with his jam,
Yeah.
and then ends up giving up the slant for an easy completion. So.
Mhm.
Just one thing to keep in mind, but
Yeah.
he does have a few reps too. I think we'll see another one where he recovers. And this one against Jeremiah got him a couple times.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And what I'll say is like, this isn't a terrible rep from Jamon McCoy. He just gets beat off the line.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he's not in a bad spot by any means. Like he can defend the back shoulder, but because he gets beat off the line, he can't defend the ball over the top. And
yeah,
pretty nice ball by Will Howard.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. And also this was like, I think this was late in the game. He might've been a little bit checked out because it was a blowout. So
yeah.
All right. And then, so this one against who am I think? Jeremiah Smith. Forgot who I'm talking about for a second here.
You're good.
I thought this one, like he gets called for the PI here, but I thought this was actually pretty good coverage. I think the biggest problem is he just doesn't turn and locate the ball in the air. And I think maybe that first one, maybe that was on his mind. And he was like a little concerned about getting beat. Cause I mean, right now he's in a great spot where he can just turn and locate the ball in the air right there, but he doesn't. And I don't know. I mean, it's a little ticky tack, but again, when you're not looking back for the ball, you're not going to get that call. And he didn't even, I mean, he sees the flag. I mean, he's not even fighting at this point.
Yeah.
This was late in the game. I think they kind of a little bit of a.
It was big ass whooping, so they just had to
it was a big ass whooping where your season's on the line or season's ending. Now this clip, technically he gives up the catch on this one, but to be honest, it's more of our linebacker doing I don't know what.
Yeah.
And not getting enough depth. So he's kind of beat by the play call here, especially with this seam route from the slot receiver. But I just want to include it because that was a hell of a hit.
Yeah.
I saw
this
this
transition too, right, man? It's speed,
for sure. I'll back that up. Let you guys see that. Boom. You see just the closing speed. I don't know how that guy held on to that ball. That was props to him. That was a shot. I'm gonna be honest. I saw this play. The first thought that came to my head was like, maybe he can play free safety.
Yeah.
He split that dude in half.
I know. I bet that was Bernard because that was the only guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Bernard with the strong hands.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to him in man coverage. I mean, this is we'll see even better examples of this. Like this is just how good his route rec is. Like you'll see on top of that, does a pretty good job of stopping on a dime. Yeah. One thing I like about his game is he is grabby and he did get flagged 8 times in 2024. But I kind of like that he makes the refs call it. Like he's never terribly egregious. I mean, he'll have instances where he just gets beaten. It's bad. But like this one, like you can see he uses his inside hand there to kind of help stop and grab on the receiver and help stop. But it's not bad enough that he draws the flag. On top of that, kind of disrupts the timing there.
Yeah.
And that ends up leading to the incompletion.
Yeah, that's just him being physical, maybe some reference to call that, but like you never, what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. Just make him call it. Like this is another great rep, but him just getting physical at the top of the route. This one's against Ryan Williams too. He just does a great job. I mean, perfectly played fade route. Like, again, not the strongest dude with his jam, but I like how he uses his hands to just kind of disrupt the timing and then stay in that receiver's hip. I mean, this is perfect fade. This is perfect go or fade route coverage where he can defend against the back shoulder. The ball that's over the top, he can rip hands at the catch point. And on top of it too, like he notices Williams starting to fade out towards the sideline, and he just cuts that route off, gets physical, and makes sure that ends up being an incompletion. Great coverage.
It's a great rep right there.
That's what makes the like first one against Jeremiah Smith almost more frustrating because he plays fade routes really well.
Yeah.
Again, this one more than anything just showed his patience at the line of scrimmage because you're going to get a little Senior Bowl release with this foot fire bullshit from the receiver. And also just watch Pavia on this. Pavia's read. He wants to go there. Nope. Yeah. I mean, just perfect coverage on that slant. Boom.
Yeah.
Take that right away.
Yeah. He tried to do so much that he slipped.
Yeah. He tried to do, like I said, he tried to do the Senior Bowl rep, and guess what? That doesn't work when the quarterback doesn't have 8 seconds to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Again, another good rep just here in press against a fade route. Just takes that away from Pavia. Read. You can see Pavia wanted to go there, but
the patience he has, man. He trusts his speed. You can tell he really trusts his speed.
Yeah, his speed and his hips to turn and run.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's why Jeremiah Smith got him though.
Yeah, for sure. Even this one, you can see a little bit. He's kind of quick to open the gate. Like this receiver can still release inside, and he's kind of got his hips already turned. So that's a little bit of what I'm talking about. Again, nice job just cutting off that route. Can't play a fade or a go route much better than that. Now, this one was a little bit better against those inside releases. It looked like he was just kind of like backing off on the line. Oh yeah, it was third. This was third and long, so he's willing to give up the catch here. Play from trail, just make a nice tackle. Nothing.
Nice play.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one I was thinking of that I felt like really highlights his change of direction and also his like little nuance. Yeah. You can see like if you look real close, let me see. Like right about here, you can see a little bit. He's got his hand on that receiver's hip, but he kind of uses that to help him stop and help him turn on the dime.
Yeah.
Like you notice, like he's not really like spinning the receiver too bad.
No.
So again, he's just forcing the refs to call it. It's like if they call me on it, then we'll deal with it. But otherwise, it's just going to be airtight coverage.
Yeah.
This is a great way to defend a blaze out. Because one of the problems with the blaze out is with that hard inside release. Like it almost happens to McCoy here. Like a lot of times you'll get the corner to kind of like fly by and receiver breaks to the outside. But again, his change of direction, ability to sink his hips on top of, playing the game within the game a little bit and get away with maybe a little bit of defensive holding.
Yeah.
He's just all over it. This time he can be at the top of the screen. It's another little short route, a little quick in route. Oh, this is a scramble drill one. This one I was thinking.
Yeah.
Again, just see his man coverage skills more than anything, especially on these scramble drills. Like as soon as that receiver breaks up the field, like he is in sync. Like, whoop, you turn, I turn. Takes that away. Force that quarterback to throw it away. All right, which one's this one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, again, add a little ball skills to it. And what I like about this, too, is like Bama is very clearly trying to set up this one-on-one matchup, right? We got the two receivers in a stack formation on the hash and the outside receiver outside of the numbers. So they want to attack that one-on-one matchup. Like he's left all alone with no safety help over the top, which Tennessee did a ton with him. Yeah. Again, just airtight coverage. The receiver does slip here. But on the scramble drill, you're going to see him work all the way back to the quarterback and basically turn it into a long comeback route. And McCoy just does a great job driving on it and ends up getting a PBU. See the play on the ball here from the end zone view. Yeah. But yeah, the speed to be it back into the passing lane.
Yeah, I love the end right there.
And boom, right here. Just get his hand in there. Knock that ball away. I think that was third down too. Oh, I think this is the rep. It's one of the reps I was thinking of. Yeah, this one's my favorite. He doesn't get targeted. I posted this on Twitter. But this is just how good he is at mirroring receivers and man coverage. He's going to slip at the same time and in like the same way as the receiver. Get right back up and cover him.
That's what makes it special to me is that change of direction and transitions. It's just
exactly. Yeah,
you can't really teach that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's going to go basically going to do a 180-degree turn right here on a dime. Yeah, I got stupid. And again, when he was slipping at the same time as the receiver, I'm like, this dude's just locked in. Crazy. He's going to do everything his man does. See on this one, this was another little Senior Bowl release. It was a great job taking it away more than anything. Play a fade route, that's for sure. Yeah. This one was a lot better with the patience on his hips. Like you'll see, like I think that's Williams again. Maybe like you'll see him kind of attack that outside release. And like he opens a little bit, but not too much where he can still recover. And you see those oily hips flipping. Yeah. Boom, boom. Nothing. I think that was Milrose's first read too. Yeah. He wanted that one-on-one. He said, nope. Nope. I'm gonna come off that real quick.
Locked it down.
Yeah. Here we'll get a good one against Jeremiah. Being a lot better rep.
There you go.
That little side saddle technique, he does a pretty good job with it. He did the same thing to Ryan Williams earlier. Basically the same rep, just a great job of like not letting like Smith wants to attack his blind spot like he should, especially with this technique. But he just doesn't let him. He just keeps using those leverage steps, keeps looking for working for width. Yeah. and eventually just squeezes Smith to the sideline, and the ball has no chance to get to the target. Yes. Great rep. Gets good comp, too. Really good comp. Getting into more of the ball skills. I like this one, too, because it's, again, as you'll see, this will be a common theme. No safety help back here. He's all on his own. I think, I'm not 100% sure because it's tough to tell with this two-man route. I think this is supposed to be a fire zone from Tennessee. Like you'll see this was actually a much better job of him understanding his coverage rules.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit simpler when you can just play deep. But you can see like Oklahoma tries to get this like pick route where they're trying to hit the flat and they don't get the pick on that nickel. Nickel does a pretty good job of avoiding it. So then they just want to hit the plays out. And what I like about what Coy does, it's like you'll see he's working for depth, right? Like he can't give up a touchdown here because he's the deepest defender. But once he sees this guy break towards the sideline, he's all over it. Yeah, he does a great job making a play on the ball through the receiver's back. This was 4th and 2 too, so that's huge. Yes,
he transitions so well, man. That's first round corner transitions, guys. So exactly, if you don't see a guy transition like that, he's probably not a first rounder. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, for sure. The change of direction, like you said, the transitions, that's really what makes the difference, I think. Just how smooth he is. All right. This might be the best play I saw him make because this is a pretty damn good job of like just kind of coming out of his assignment to go out and make a play. And I'll break this down here in a second. Luckily, consulted our good friend Coach A, who if you're not following him on Twitter, give him a follow and check out his Substack because I wanted to double check on this just because McCoy plays this so well. I wasn't sure if this was like a trap coverage or if it was something, or if it was just standard cover 2. And he just like ended up making a play. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my keyboard here. But anyway, what you're going to see here is what we're going to get for Tennessee is just a little cover 2 look from these two safeties. And what McCoy does a great job of is once that receiver or the receiver he's lined up across from releases down the field, he does a great job of using his eyes and getting his eyes to across the field to see what's coming, especially while the quarterback's still executing this half roll. And because of that, or once he sees that, now he gets his eyes back on the quarterback, sees the quarterback wants to hit this little throwback here to the crossing route. And he just steps in the passing lane and ends up getting a pick. Yeah. I guarantee the reason why Jackson Arnold threw this is because he's not expecting McCoy to be there because again, McCoy's playing cover 2 and he's just down in the flat. But with nothing in his area and with the back coming from the other side, the edge has him because it is the 3-man rush. On this one to give him a little bit more freedom, and he executes. Which shout out to Coach A for this one, a perfect search technique.
Search technique. Okay.
What's up?
Search. That's what you call it.
Yeah, search technique. Just find someone, and again, just step in the passing lane, be where the quarterback's not expecting to be, and end up getting a pick.
That was still an awful throw, no matter what. I just want to say.
Oh yeah, there's a reason why that guy's, had the career he's had, and there's a reason why. This is a reason why Jalen Milroe hasn't quite. Guess he's only been in the league for 1 year, but hasn't quite found his footing. But I mean, this is again going up against Ryan Williams. Why Jalen Milroe threw this is beyond me, but he did, and this is where the ball skills come in. Like he does a better job of high pointing this ball than Ryan Williams does. My bad. He does a better job of high pointing the ball than Ryan Williams does. Ends up getting a pick and a nice little run back here, too. I think he takes us back to like the 50. Yeah. So, again, just the ball skills, because that's one of the things that really stands out about his game, too, is his hands are pretty damn impressive.
He caught this with one hand, too, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he caught this with one hand. That was crazy.
Yep. You can see it right there. One hand.
Yeah, he won that jump ball.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, we're going to see another one that's pretty damn impressive. I think it might be the last one. Oh, no, it's this one right here.
Okay.
This might be the best concentration interception I've ever seen in my life. Because he catches it on the ground. And when we look at the end zone view, I'm just going to break it down a little bit before we get to that. But when we look at the end zone view, you guys are going to be even more impressed with it. Again, the fade route. Perfectly covered. Why Pavia throws it, I have no idea. I guess he just wants to take advantage of the one-on-one, but that is airtight coverage. Again, can play the back shoulder, can play the ball over the top by ripping the hands at the catch point. And on top of it, he just does a great job on this contested catch here of just basically taking away from the receiver.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a firm grasp on it on the ground. which is why he ends up bobbling it, but he still ends up hauling it in. Like you'll see, he flips over on the ground, finds it again, and picks it off.
Yeah, why did Pavia throw that? But anyways, oh wow,
yeah.
wow.
So here again, I'll give you guys the slow mo here from the end zone view. Goes up, catch point. I think that's the receiver's hands on the ball right now.
Mm-hmm.
Takes it away from the receiver, bobbling it. Does hit the ground, just stays with it, flips over, and then makes a pick.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like that play for whatever reason, like made me wanted to, or because of the stay with it factor, made me want to see if he had like a baseball background.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he was all state in baseball, and part of the reason why he was at Oregon State was because he was playing baseball too much or during the off season and stuff like that instead of going to recruiting camps. And all state in Texas too, by the way. So pretty good baseball state and just pretty good, damn good athlete overall. Also ran track.
That's funny. He went to Oregon State because he liked baseball so much. That's hilarious.
Apparently he thought his future was going to be in baseball. So I was reading in Dane Brugler's The Beast. But yeah, and like I said, that's the stay with it play if I've ever seen it. As a kid who grew up with a dad who was a big baseball guy and would hit grounders at him on all dirt infields.
Yeah. The theme of these DBs, though, is playmakers. I mean, you think of all the DBs they drafted. I mean, these all guys could at least have ball skills, man. All of them, right? And I think that's a big thing that they're pushing for is takeaways, right? But, I did find it interesting in that film. Like, he's just so good in press coverage. Like, I feel like you have to. When you're out there, I think you feel pretty comfortable. Because Tennessee just, like, basically, like, you got this, like he's Richard Sherman, right? So I think this, since he has that kind of dynamic to him, and you can see it in man coverage, is how like elite he is in press coverage. Is just, that's something you got to really, you got to maximize that. You have to.
And I didn't point it out as much as I should have, but like there were so many times where I'm like clipping plays. I'm like, oh, he has no safety help. Like they're just trusting him to go out on an island and, like you said, be Richard Sherman, be Champ Bailey, be Darrell Revis, and just lock guys down. And for the most part, he answered the call. The only guy that really got him like consistently was a dude who's about to be like a generational wide receiver prospect, maybe one of the best wide receivers we've seen in a while. So that's like. Again, the knee portion of this is the big factor where it's like this whole breakdown could be almost pointless if he can't be on the field. But he's like, you watch that tape and you're like, yeah, I get it. Like this is worth the risk. This is worth the 4th round pick to see if this guy can be anything close to what he was in 2024, because that was an elite corner who, if he doesn't have an injury concern, I think goes top 5. Yeah. If he has anything anywhere near as good of a year this past season. So
yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's the tape's impressive at the end of the day. Like I can't say it enough.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Yeah, it's as I said, this is either hey, that was a good shot taking taking that guy late, he's hurt all the time, or it's just a straight up steal of this draft. I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, I that's how I feel of it. But because it's just there's no like either one. I know that the guy's gonna be good at corner in the NFL just because the talent, everything's there as long as he puts the work in. I mean, that's a home run pick in the 4th round, man. It is.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
All right, let's get into Mike Washington here. So start off with some Mike Washington here. So, this first run on this one. Now, I just want to show off this run because, a lot of people talk about he can't make guys miss. But, I mean, there is times where he has some pretty good jump cuts here. You see it on this run, this guy's getting penetration. That center got beat a lot. I don't know if you noticed that on film, Matt. But
this is got beat a lot. Yeah, one of the plays I was talking about.
Yeah, well, it was basically like it's supposed to be like a lead, right? It's supposed to be lead power here, right? And he ends up making it look like inside zone, basically.
Yeah, I think basically. I think it was supposed to be ISO to the left, but when the 3 technique resets the guard 5 yards in the backfield, you kind of got to say fuck the play call.
Yeah, right. And this is where you see the jump cuts, though, right? Boom, jump cut there. And then he's not easy to tackle in the open field, right? I mean, is he going to like do some kind of juke moves to you? No, but he's not easy to tackle because he's still 223 pounds and he can move. And what I really like here is what I love is the pacing of his speed. Like he never gets to top speed until he really needs to. So you can kind of see it here too. It's just, he's just gliding a little bit. Yeah. And then he's getting around that corner.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about too with setting up the blocks, like on that one. Like he gets an extra like 15 yards because he kind of like stems to the inside here, and then boom, just gets back outside.
Yeah. Well, some people don't like his vision, but I thought it was interesting.
Interesting, weird.
Yeah. So, all right. So here's another great run right here. Boom. What I love about this one is him setting up the block in this inside zone right here.
Yeah.
I love that he does this. Right, set up this block because what he really does is he freezes this linebacker. You can kind of tell what he does to this linebacker with his eyes, because where his head is facing, right? He gets this linebacker to go inside here, thinking that he's going to hit this, right in that A gap, just stay straight, right? I mean, because they're just dominating there, right here. So you're thinking the linebacker's thinking he's going right at him, right here, and even see you can even see this safety who's coming down. He kind of freezes too, and then boom, he just hits that speed, man.
That's if you back that up a little bit. So part of what was impressive to me about this one is like and you kind of touched on it, is all that linebacker has to do is stay in that other A gap because he has the blitzing safety coming down and in there. And Washington just does a great job of setting him up to get him out of his assignment. And the linebacker had a simple assignment, just stay in the freaking A gap. And made him mess it up.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That's how you run the football, man. I mean, that's what makes you what I would say a natural running the football, where you're using your eyes and you're just not running. You know what I mean? You're making things happen in the second level, right? Yeah. It's not really a little power run on this one.
No, I'm pretty sure this is split zone.
Is it?
It's split zone because.
Yeah. Probably, yeah, right. You're probably right about that. Because it's just more because the gap he went into. I was like, that has to be, but you're right.
Yeah.
All right. So split zone on this one. And what I like about this one too is this ability to kind of just get to that other side, right? Get to the other gap here, right? Because I mean, 21 reads this really well. It's a good job by 21. He comes right down this box. He's right in that gap. He's right there. Boom. Right. But what he does, you can see here, like I said, the jump cuts like in the open field aren't as good as he does in the backfield, which is super interesting. You kind of see here, right? But he's just hard to tackle. He's not the easiest guy to tackle to bring down, but you see the jump cut ability here, right? I mean, because that's what that basically is, right? I mean, it's a small jump cut. It's not big, but that's where you can see the burst he has as well, because he has to change direction, get upfield quickly, right through that hole. Get about like 8 yards on that one.
Yeah, it's split zone, but he basically plays it like power or turns it into power.
Exactly. All right. So here we go. This one's against Mississippi State. He's gonna be pulling on this one, right? It's gonna be basically kind of like a pinball sweep on this one right here. All right. Then we get it right around the corner. And yes, this is a touchdown here, right? So what I like about this one, though, is the nuance part of this, right? So he's going to get outside, and you see this safety right here. I mean, it's going to make a big difference on this play, because what he's going to do is he is going to pace himself. He's not going to go full speed yet. He's not going to run past his guard, because if he runs past him, or that might be the center, I think. Yes, he's not going to run past the center. Right, because if he runs past the center, then this guy's gonna tackle him. Right, so he does a good job of pacing. And what I also like is that he's getting outside, he's getting width here too, which allows 53 to get up to the second level, right? And he has to go through 53, even if let's say 53 misses this block, he's still got the width where he doesn't have the angle to make this tackle regardless. He just runs right past him. And that's why it's just beautiful. When you get him just running downhill, he's just running. That's where you see him at his best, right? Because the pacing, right, understands the width there, gets right outside, touchdown. All right, here's another one going downhill that I really liked. So this is a split zone right here. And what I like about this one, you see him just get skinny here. He's really quick, and then you can see the burst that he has through the hole. And watch what he does to 4, right? He has 4. He's going to manipulate him, right? He's got 4 right here in that gap, and he sees his other gap opening here. But also, he holds 34. All of this, right? Once he holds 34, then he bursts through that gap. He's right there, right? And then now it sets up everything. Now 50's able to come back, make that block, and now he's all in open field. So there's a lot of linebacker manipulation and a lot of things like that coming from Mike Washington. He's a good run of the football. Good run. All right. Next one here. Good one on this one. This one's crazy because he just kind of shows us. He's turned. Let's see what this is. So we got this one. So we get some more split zone here, right? And of course they do a good job playing. I mean, 4s were in position, but they're getting such good blocks here. I mean, this gets no better than this for an offensive line, right? And that's how he's able to get outside here and able to see it. But that's the vision too. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Some people have knocked him for vision, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get that. I went into that like thinking that, and then was very impressed with how good his vision is.
Yeah,
like to see that cut back all the way back, like that gives me a lot more hope that he can fit with Kubiak.
Mm-hmm. Right here, right. Get outside, get in space. I mean, that's what Kubiak wants to. He wants explosive plays in the run game. That's why you have Mike Washington here. He wants. I mean, Kenneth Walker runs a 4.32, didn't he?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like they're pretty similar where they'll get like a lot of 2-3 yard runs and then hit one long.
Yeah. All right. So I love this run because this one it really shows off the pacing that I love when he runs with the football, where he's just not just running really fast. Okay. Right. So he holds the ball, you know, of course, 9 is playing the quarterback and, you know, kind of like lets Mike Washington go here. Right. Yeah. Now, what happens is you see here how he sets up this block in the open field. This is why I think he should return kicks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he should return kicks.
Maybe
it's just play as a play like this, right? Where you're setting up a block. This is what you got to do in a kick return. This is a kick return at this point.
Yeah.
Right. Set up the block. You're in that position, and then you can pace yourself through speed. Right. And now he has more in the field, so now he turns it on. He gets more upfield, right? And then he sets up another block, comes back inside here. But of course, the pacing, you know, that's what a lot of people didn't like. Were surprised he ran a 4.3, and I thought it was interesting. I don't know why I was surprised because he doesn't look that fast because he's getting caught, right? But this is all about pacing. This is him understanding that I just can't run full speed. I'm a damn running back all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a weapon to be a 4.3 guy as a running back, but that's why you see 4.5 guys and you guys run 4.6s like Josh Jacobs. They still get these type of runs as well because it's more to it. It's you just can't be running full speed. You know what I mean?
Use your speed as a weapon, right?
Exactly.
Lull people sleep.
Mm-hmm. Here's another inside zone run that I really liked. You see his division on this one too. And you see the vision, right? Another one where he's set on running back. See that eyes, see where 4 is, 34. They are just in position. They are basically frozen by his eyes, right? And they're totally out of this gap right here, right? And he comes back and he hits it. And you can see the burst. Boom. Right there. See, I mean, I was watching this film when I went back over. I'm like, man, they're gonna run the ball like 50 times a game, aren't they?
Might be right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 12 and 18. You know what I mean?
The workload between him and Genty.
Yeah, and I think the workload probably be depending on how many explosive runs he gets. All right, so let's get to the outside zone a little bit. I really like this one because this one is just very decisive, and this we can see what can happen in the outside zone where you just kind of get those explosive runs here with some great blocks, right? And he gets to that third step, has a side where he has to make a decision, no cutback, right? Can't get outside. You see that leverage right here. You just got to go straight. I mean, it's right there. Boom, hit it. So you're not really getting a lot of arm tackles on Mike Washington, so it's a great run right here.
No, he will run through arm tackles all day long.
For sure.
223 run a 4.3, you're not getting brought down by an arm tackle.
There you're not. All right. So here's another rep that I was talking about. Maybe sometimes he can make too quick of a decision when running outside zone, right? Because this one, I see what he is looking at, right? He's probably thinking I can get outside here on this one, right? Right. But I think if he's a little more patient and understood it, you hit that cutback, right? Just because the steps he's taken.
Yeah.
And all right, so boom, right there. Like he's just a little more patient. And this is where you see, but they hit that one cut right there, right? Yeah. But I see what he sees because he's hoping that 9's going to make this block. That's what he's hoping.
Yeah.
But he was very wrong about it.
Not quite.
Also, I think he's expecting like 53 to get this block too. He misses that block too. So I see why he made it. So it's not. This is what I'm saying. It's not terrible vision on this one, but
it's a tough one because I mean you are supposed to trust your teammates and trust the play call, but the optimal path is to hit that right up the gut because be curious to see what that looks from the sideline view because that looked like it might be wide fucking open with 75 getting that safety.
Yeah, exactly. As here's another one right here. Now, see this one, I think it's a good read though. Like you kind of can see what happens here. I mean, you can't really go outside because you got this corner or safety corner creeping, right? And I mean, you really got to just take this lane, which I think does a good job of just reading this, kind of just getting upfield. I kind of wish that he just go full speed here because now you can see him kind of pacing on this one, right? But I really wish on this one you just hit it. This one I'm talking about, like sometimes in zone he might be thinking too much because that's what it looks like where he's running here because like he's kind of like bracing for contact. Exactly. So I kind of wish that he would just right here, just boom, full speed. If you just right there, right, and make this guy arm tackle you, and then see what you can get. He did lay the wood on that one dude though. He did lay the wood. I'll give him that. All right.
Do you have the run against Texas on here?
I do not.
Oh, damn it.
I don't have that one. All right. Because I was running out of film. I was like, man, this is another 8-minute clip.
Yeah.
All right. So, but here's another one. This one I really like because this is where you see him hit that cutback, right? I mean, this is a great read on this one, right? You can make the case that he could go outside. I don't know exactly what's going on over here. So, you can see that, but you can see that he was thinking that. But I think that's Falk right there. Falk does a good job of setting that edge. That's what he does best. And he forces him to cut back inside. But I think you can see the one cut ability here, though, a little bit. Like, it's not the cleanest, but you can see it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Falk. That was just a linebacker. Good play. Of course, his main issue is that he fumbles.
Yeah.
So this one, he just gets popped quickly, right? But my issue with this one right here is like, bro, you gotta get two hands on that football, dog. Like, I know you gotta, like, that is the biggest issue with this. Like, you gotta get two hands, and that is something he doesn't do a lot. And he ends up getting this one back, but you can even see it on the earlier runs where he doesn't get two hands on the football when he's trying to break these tackles. And that's
like I think they teach like the clamp the wrist. He didn't even do that either. Like that's the way it's taught now. But yeah, he didn't even do that. He doesn't do that either. So some ball security drills will be in order.
Yes, sir.
Genty had that problem too, and it wasn't bad as a rookie.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. All right, getting to him. In the passing game a little bit. So you get a little wheel route here, a little wheel. This is how I think they're going to use him. They're going to try to get him in space like this. Some of these wheel routes right here. Nice little catch there on the sideline. All right. You can just get him out in space here. Another one, right? Just a little swing route is something else they could do in the NFL too. Boom, get him outside. And this is what I'm talking about, like where it turns to like back to like a kick return, right? Or a punt return. And you kind of see what he does. He reads his block really well. Then he gets outside, and you see him get upfield. It's easy 10. Yeah, and I don't think they threw they really didn't throw the running backs a lot, but when they did, you kind of see it right here. How he sets this one up too. this is what's about the pacing, man, because he allows 88 to get to this block. Like he could start running full speed right here, but he doesn't. Right? He allows 88 to get up there, and then you see him hit it right there.
Yeah.
All right, here's another little swing. Okay.
I was just say I was just looking it up. He did return 4 kicks at New Mexico State.
Okay.
So
for touchdowns or
no 4 total.
Yep. All right. So go back to the sweet grab. Let's say just get him in space a little bit. Right. And you know, because this is to be honest, this is a tougher catch than it looks, right? Because I mean that ball's kind of fading on him. I think he makes a good hands catch there. Yeah. Right. And kind of do what you can there. This is probably one of the most impressive catches. I think this one is it. Because, you know, Taylor Green, you know, he's inconsistent accuracy wise.
Yeah.
Kind of just see it here. I mean, this is a tough catch. That's a tough catch, man.
Yeah.
You can see it better on.
Nice hands catch. I do like Taylor Green as a runner, though. That was one of my other takeaways from the Mike Washington film. It's like Taylor Green can move.
Man, did you see his throw against Auburn? That was one of the most best throws I've seen in this draft.
I didn't watch the Auburn game, but I can believe it. The Taylor Green experience, the Taylor Green experience is an interesting one.
Yes, so the games I watched, he was a good blocker. Let's just say that. Okay?
All right,
guys, let's keep it there. But I mean, this is a good block, man.
Yeah, that was good.
Right here, picking up the blitz here, and like I said, a good job. Understand where the blitz is coming from. It's a nice block right there, man. So I was like, all right.
So, I didn't watch Mississippi State either, so I guess you just picked the right ones. I picked the wrong ones.
I guess so, man. Because this one was impressive because like he's coming off the play action and he has this guy right full speed right out of his boat.
Yeah.
Right, and he was able to stand up, keep his feet. I don't know, maybe that's a great block for a running back, bro. I mean, but you're not alone. Glenn told me the same thing. I was like, "What film are you? I need to watch this bad pass blocking film." I watched that shit. I'm like, "It's a great rep."
Yeah,
and he did good at the Senior Bowl too. That's my thing. He did good at the Senior Bowl at it too. There's another great rep. He just picks it up. Good job, just sliding up here. Understand where the blitz is coming from. You understand his man right there. Good job right there, picking that up. Good block. And it's so funny, like all these great blocks, Taylor Green like misses every throw. It's hilarious. That was tipped, but that's fair. All right. Here's another one. Outside here. This one I just like because I mean, even you know, you even see the good technique. Let me get the hands inside right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Now I gotta go watch Texas A&M and block against Texas A&M because I'm interested.
Let me see. Yeah.
Because even this one, I mean, this is a all-out blitz, right? I mean, just a good job. You know, look at this against Crawford, man. Look at Kieran Crawford. That. But that's what I'm saying. Like he did a good job at the Senior Bowl too. So like that's why I was like it kind of matched the tape because I thought that's where he caught my eye at Senior Bowl. It's like catching the football, blocking people. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of the situations that I saw him where he was bad in was like more exotic looks from the defense. So maybe he like if he has to think too much, that's what takes it, and that's why he'd be better at like the Senior Bowl where it's just 1-on-1. You know what I mean? Where his size and strength can take over.
Yeah, because I mean, this ends up being a good block too, picking up this outside blitzer right here. All right, dude, just to get a bend. It's some nice reps there.
Very nice though.
I
was curious, so I looked it up. Kenneth Walker ran a 4.38, so 0.05 of a second slower than Mike Washington, and Kenneth Walker's only 5'9", 211. So 12 pounds. Mike Washington's 12 pounds heavier and a little bit faster than Kenneth Walker to kind of paint the picture. Can I show that clip against Texas because it fits in with the outside zone.
Okay.
It's a great run. But yeah. All right. So don't mean to step on your toes here, Marcus, but I just had to show this one because you were showing that that like mid zone or outside zone run that Arkansas ran, and that's why.
Oh, him just run this dude over? Oh my god!
Kaboom! Look out, the train's coming through, brother. That is 223 pounds of a lot of man and 4.3 speed.
Good Lord!
Boom! Like that was Tap too. We got drafted in the 6th round by the Dolphins. But the other thing I like about this too, and I think it speaks to his zone running ability, is like you're going to see like this 18, this linebacker is going to blitz and attack this B gap, which helps out. But what he does a great job of is pressing the line and then making sure 18 here stays attached to that guard and making that guard's block a little bit easier. And then on top of it, like you'll see the safety starts coming downhill. And then all of a sudden now he bounces it. That's what kind of sets up that safety to be in a bad spot. And on top of that makes 18's block here, the guard's block here a little bit easier on 18. Yeah. And the other thing I liked about this too, and this speaks to his vision, is if you watch this DN is in a good spot to set the edge here, but that DN's going to try and cheat into the B gap because it's mid zone. Yeah. He recognizes that and then bounces outside. And that's how he gets to the edge. And on top of it,
good Lord.
On top of it, drops the shoulder on the safety trying to come tackle him. So that's why I saw. I had to show that one. That was a punishing run.
Yeah, because that's where like some fans see like Denver, they do the Derrick Henry thing, and I could see that at some points, just because of the upright running style and kind of just how he runs. Right, he doesn't really make guys miss, but like the explosive plays is there because that's what I'm saying. Like you get him in the zone and you have the good blocking with it, even if he doesn't have the whatever read it or whatever. If it's right, he's gonna. That's how you get. I mean, outside zone. That's really what it's built for, is the explosive plays, because it's it's an outside run. You're getting those explosive plays. You're stretching the defense, and when you have a guy like that can stretch the defense, and like I said, there might be games where like he have more carries than we think, but there might be games where he just has like 6, but it's like for 55. And that's really all. I mean, that's what Kubiak wants. He wants to, if he's going to get Genty the ball like 18, 19 times in a run game, and then have Washington with like 7 for 60. That's what he wants, right? Because he wants those explosive plays.
It'll be 7 for 60 and 50 on one run. Like I was one of my things that I'm like, I can't tell if this is just because the supporting cast is so bad at Arkansas, or if it's him. But like I was like, I feel like I know you can hit the doubles, the triples, and the home runs. I like to see you hit a few more singles every now and then. Because
you see the red zone too. The red zone is where you kind of see it with him.
For sure, where like he like there were times where like he would get like the tough yards, but I'm like, for as damn big as you are, I wish you'd be a little bit better in like short yardage and those kind of situations. He had a few instances like that, but it was nothing like consistent where I'm like that's where like I feel like the Kenneth Walker, not necessarily comparison, but like how Kubiak's going to use him. Of like when we talked about Kenneth Walker, like what Kubiak would do is even if it wasn't working, he was still giving the rock to Kenneth Walker because he knew that 50-yard run was going to come at some point. Yeah. And Mike Washington's kind of built from the same cloth. You're going to get, that's what I was talking about earlier. You're going to get a lot of 1, 2, 3-yard runs where you don't get much. And then all of a sudden you're just going to get an explosive play. Like he averaged, what was it? I get the number right. He averaged, let's see, I think it was something over 6 yards carry last year. He averaged 6.4 carry, and it wasn't like, an 8-yard run and then like a 5-yard run or whatever like that. It was like a lot of 2, 3, 4-yard runs. And then all of a sudden you just get this 50-yarder.
Yeah. That's what Kubiak. He's exactly what Kubiak wants. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That he wants that because this is they're going to run the ball with Genty, and Genty's going to be consistent, and Genty's going to get those explosive runs in this offense too. But that's why Washington comes in, because, like I said, if he gets to that 5th run, it might be for 45, and that's why you have the 7 carries for 60 yards type shit, and then that's what he wants. He wants that kind of mix, but it's going to be exciting. It is exciting to see what this offense is going to be like with this running game.
Yeah, I'm also interested too. Like, I mean, I know we talked about Kubiak being more of like a zone run type of guy, and that's kind of like his fabric. I mean, it's literally in his DNA from Gary Kubiak. But like if you notice, like a lot of the Shanahan tree guys are moving to a lot more gap schemes and a lot more stuff like that. And Kubiak, I think, is innovative enough and wants to run the ball well enough where I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting. I wouldn't be surprised if we surprisingly see some a little bit more gap runs this season that we weren't quite expecting, just because like of his just because Genti's good in gap runs too, and I think Kubiak is someone who's not, or at least I hope he's not someone that's like so stuck in his ways that he's like, I'm just going to keep doing this even if it's not working. He strikes me as more of a guy that's willing to adapt and be creative and adapt to scheme, and it helps that his buddies have already kind of done that. The coaching tree he comes from has already kind of pivoted towards that shift.
Yeah, I agree with that. Man. Because even last year, I mean, you saw, especially in the Super Bowl, you saw a lot more duo and some of those runs in the Super Bowl. So I mean, I think that is there, and if they do that, I mean, these two guys are eating. Let's say that. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Subscribe. Of course, we'll be back with the other day 3 players here to do Massis and Johnson next. So it's all secondary next week, or on Sunday, or whenever we record, wherever we drop this, right? And then we'll be back with Friday Night Live, and we're good to go, guys, and just keep the off season going. And we'll figure out the off season after this, guys. I mean, we got. I need a vacation. I don't know where I'm going to go. We'll figure that out. But I need a vacation.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace.